We're up to chapter 2, part 4, and in this section we're going to be talking about clinging and sorting out our new lifestyle, travelling, dating and choices. Clinging and sorting is a way of self-soothing, and when you're upset and unable to focus, these activities really help. The mindlessness is calming and it does provide a sense of achievement. Scrubbing floors and sorting out drawers is productive and another avenue to change the energy around you. The action of clinging also symbolises cleaning out old emotions. It gets rid of negative energy because everything around is energy, and with every shift you move ahead. Sorting out clutter is like putting your life in order and getting rid of the unnecessary. Inner mess is often reflected in external mess, so by cleaning a space you might feel clearer in yourself. Loss challenges us to the core, and we do need to clean and sort in areas that don't upset us on certain days. Washing a floor does not compare to washing the clothes of your lost loved one. Be careful to choose neutral cleaning jobs. Likewise, sorting out the laundry cupboard is less problematic than the jumper collection of a missing partner. Keep these cleaning and sorting activities for difficult days. An added bonus is a tidy environment, and then you are not worried by dropping visitors. After Ray died, I spent days alone, and these jobs did help me. I only did them as needed and made no promises to myself to have them done in any order, but gradually my home became easy to live in. When you do perform these mindless activities, your mind and your heart have time to heal. It is like the issues and the heartaches go to the back of the mind. Often you gain insights and light bulb moments, and whenever the chores involve water, the ability to be able to tune in increases dramatically. During loss, there's clutter, mentally and emotionally. However, when you clear your space, you clear your energy. The new lifestyle. Walking through the world after loss feels very strange. All around is the same, but for you, everything has changed dramatically. Shopping without your partner and eating alone takes time to get used to. It is a new life you do not want. I did not want it. I did not like being single. It was alien and uncomfortable. And some days I just couldn't face driving out on my own. I chose to stay home. You know what I mean. The new lifestyle has a misery attached to it. When you are young and single, there is a happiness in this freedom of being single. However, being single and widowed is nothing like this. Of course you are free, but it is an awful freedom because you do not want to be free. I wanted to be in a loving partnership, and the single thing was less appealing. Especially at the beginning, trying to adapt is hard. As the weeks and months pass, being single becomes more the norm. I disliked it, but I could do it. This was my new lifestyle. I stared ahead and saw more of the same days. Although you may be open to a new relationship, the grieving does need time, and during this time your emotions and life feel like a mess. The person you lost is in the front of your mind constantly, and you know there is more time alone until you heal. I'll be honest, I hated my new life. I did my gratitude list and tried to be positive and happy. However, my heart was hurting and I missed Ray dreadfully. So be kind to yourself. You will not be as happy as before until the cloud of loss really shifts. And this can take months and for some people years. Some people never leave the grief room. I missed having a companion. I missed being loved and held. I knew until I healed this life of mine was here. And facing that reality takes courage, and it is sad. Usually after a few weeks, and definitely several months, the reality of the constant new lifestyle hits home. You're also tired of being good about it all. I tried all the time to be good about it, but I got sick of feeling that I had to be good about it. It had a monotony to me, like the same day over and over again. Being single is something you acclimatise to, but it does not sit well. Eventually it will improve. It will. But know this is a gateway you cannot avoid. In the future life, there will be changes and new people will come into your life. Remember, nothing lasts forever, so hang in there. You will know when travelling is an option. It's an individual decision. I took time and was not ready to travel alone. I tried it once and it was dreadful. Others begin almost straight away, but do not be pressured by family or friends. When you have travelled mostly with your loved one, then going alone is daunting. Travelling stirs up a lot of memories. I could not face leaving home to visit my family in Canberra until I healed. Previously we had visited together, Ray and I, and stayed in the little apartment my son and daughter-in-law had. Now I could not even contemplate being there without him in the first year. Be careful and do not feel guilty when you cannot get going. This is your life, and you are the one dealing with the immeasurable grief. For others, life goes on, and they are in some ways oblivious. You can begin with short trips and use the cancellation policy. Healing from grief is slow and a very unpredictable process. What you believe you can do does not always manifest in your real world. Travelling is great but tiring. After weeks and months of crying and lack of sleep, the effort of going on a trip may be too much. The exhaustion is double-fold. When you have nursed someone through their illness, there is a residual tiredness. Try to be with a friend or family member on your first trip. This will support you and make the travelling less difficult. People may suggest you go away for a few days on your own. However, this is not for everyone. I think your sense of loneliness is heightened, and the reality of being away from your home and support team may be too hard. Wait and heal. In time, life will return to a kind of new normality. Travelling or not is your choice. Keep yourself safe and allow it to unfold naturally. Dating. Depending on the relationship and where you are in the healing process dictates whether you are ready for dating. After being with one partner for ages, the thought of beginning again is frightening and kind of exciting. When the loss is raw, dating is not a good idea. No one wants to start one partnership while the other one is not quite complete. You may crave to be in a couple relationship again and enjoy all the happiness and the activities that couples do. But until you are close to a complete person, diving into anything else is counterproductive. Shifting the hurt, pain, anger and sorrow from loss takes time, and it is an up and down process. It is not disloyal to make another part in your heart to love someone else. The love may be different, but the heart is elastic and expands the more you love. Building a new life means you allow love to come again. By retaining the love for your former partner, you move ahead and rebuild a new love life. Be open to love. Being open to love and prepared to accept any loss is the biggest hurdle. Sometimes when the loss is severe, you maybe choose never to love like that again because you cannot go through it ever again. When you have idolized your partner, you may want to keep them on the pedestal. By doing this, no one is allowed in and you live with your memories. The only one situation protects you from moving on. Some individuals are irreplaceable. However, you are not seeking to get a replica. You're being open to being loved and loving. Once you have healed enough, it is time to open the heart. I visualized my new partner and asked the universe to send him when the time was right. I advantaged our meeting by being out and about. There are also a myriad of dating opportunities online and with single groups. Meeting people is an energetic connection. We meet energetically and telepathically and then in the real world. Of course, our free will is capable of blocking a manifestation, but with positive intentions, we will meet. When you leave the house, dress well and wear outfits that make you feel confident. You do not want the first meeting to be with your hair dishevelled and in old home clothes. You don't have to be through the entire healing to begin another relationship, but the bulk of the roller coaster ride needs to be over. However, having a supportive companion during the loss helps you to move more quickly through it and does provide another perspective. In my mind, I believed our marriage would last until the end, but it was not my reality, and I was left widowed much earlier than anticipated. Therefore, the idea of being with another person has taken some adapting. Be open to love, however it presents. You survived loving and losing, and if necessary, you will survive again. Time and choice. Everyone moves through grief in their own way, and so do not compare yourself to others. The type of relationship you shared, the time spent, and the depth of the love and connection all factor into your recovery. Some individuals have great coping skills and seem to sail through the whole loss, while others become trapped. You are allowed to take as long as you need. Nobody is feeling the way you are. They can observe you and make a judgment, but ultimately you're the only person who knows where you are in the process. And having said that, during grief your rudder may be so wonky you are also unsure. How you react will help you monitor your position in many areas. Have the yes, the no, and the most important one, not sure. I never knew from hour to hour, let alone day by day, how I was going. Do not commit or promise anything. The greatest gift you give yourself is time and choice. Your family and friends want what is best for you, but they are not you and not going through the upheaval that is now your life. Well-meaning support is not support unless you want it. On Christmas Day, I was a total crying mess. My friend wanted me to come over to their place, but I was in no shape to do so. The intention was beautiful, but all I wanted was to be alone. Don't get disheartened. Remember, you're a work in progress, and in time you will just get better and better and eventually come back to some form of yourself.